I'd like to show you quickly the new templating stuff in NGObjects. It's based on the OGNL stuff from ER Extensions, so let's see how that works out. I'm going to start out by creating just a standard Maven project, and it's a simple project, no archetype, and I'm going to add it to my working set and give it some random name. So we have a fresh Maven project, and I'm going to add to the POM file a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to upgrade the project to Java 17, and then I'm going to add the basic dependencies. We need the Absorber dependency, of course. We need the Jetty dependency, since that's still being used as the adapter library, and the SLF4j library for logging. We rebuild the project, and it should be ready to run on Java 17. Now I'm going to create a basic application class. The application class extends the ng application class, our equivalent to the WoW application class, and we add a main method, just like in WoW, which will invoke its superclass's run method with its application class as the argument. Now we can run this, and oh, we have a running NGObjects application. That was quick. Okay, but let's add a component. I'm going to create a new folder inside the resources folder called components. And inside that folder, I'm going to create a new component that's called example component. And I need to specify the component folder, since this isn't quite standard WoW. And of course, this inherits from ng component instead of WoW component. Let's have a look at the template. It's quite fun that the template editor works fine with this as well. Now I'm going to map a route to display this component. This is like a lightweight request handler, just easier to create than a direct action, which we have as well. So what I'm saying is that I basically map this route to display this function body when this route is executed. Okay, looks kind of nice. Let's run it and see what happens. We have a component. That's nice. But what can we do with it? This is kind of not exciting. So let's create a real HTML page. And this is just the standard web objects component editor, or WoWlibs rather. Okay, now this is a web page, and we can add, and now we will get an exception because we do not have anything called SMU in the component. So let's go back here and add a method called SMU. And there we are. I'd also love to display an image, so I'll create a new folder here called Web Server Resources. And I'm going to add an image to that from my desktop. Let's see if we can display that by doing a WoW image just as regularly with a file name binding. And we'll call that homeoffice.jpg. Oh, we have a picture a little bit big. I'm going to add a width attribute. Yeah. We should also be able to pass along attributes that are not specified by the element. So that's kind of nice. Oh, and I'd also like to include a style sheet. I hate this type of lettering. So let's use a sans serif type, but we'd prefer to put that in a separate file. So I'll go to Web Server Resources, create a new file, and call that, whoops, nope, main.css. I'll take our styles, move that there, and I'll include a style sheet instead. So, yeah, that seems to work. It's all the basic stuff you know. I mean, we could change this here to a field. And it will show nothing at the moment. Yeah, well. And we can go to the application class and we'll initialize there. It works like WoW, pretty much.